Imagine this, it's 7:30. Your to-do list is a huge mountain. Your inbox is overflowing and the proposal you were promised, that you've been promising people, it's still blank. Ever have those days? Of course you do. But what if right now you could summons a digital ally that can write that first draft all in your voice in under 60 seconds flat? Would that help you today? So no more staring at a screen, no more thinking about what I should or shouldn't write, no more dread, no more like I can't think of the answers, what if, what the... No, all of that gets taken away. And this isn't a hype. This is how you quantum leap your life from one era straight into the next within 60 seconds. So today, you'll be using tools that makes you feel like you got a secret superpower. Because guess what you actually do? Most business owners believe that they need hours or a tech team to get value using AI. But 82% of first-time users who had tried an AI writing tool produced usable business assets in under 10 minutes. And they reported a surge in confidence and energy that lasted all day. And now this was a Harvard Business review done in 2024. So last year, I coached a girl, let's call her June, and she was drowning in admin. She was convinced AI is for other people and it was expensive. She convinced that it was the next big thing that was going to take over the world and didn't want to be part of that. And I challenged her. I said, give me one of your biggest business pain points. She groaned and she said, right now, customer emails. I never know actually what to say. It can take me 10 minutes just to think, to write a paragraph. Especially in sales, it's hard because sales is a very difficult thing on mail. We opened ChatGPT. At the time, I was still using ChatGPT. I still do, but there's many tools since then. And all we did is we pasted a customer question. 60 seconds later, she had a warm, professional reply, in her heart, no stress, and she smiled and she said, wait, I can do this? And of course, yes, you can do this too. So what we're going to do today is we are going to learn about LLMs. Now, let's forget the big jargon. LLM is things that you've heard of before. ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, Claude, Perplexity. There's so many of them out there today, and they all do the same thing. Today, I'm going to introduce you to the one that is working best for me today. Tomorrow, it might be something else. You see, the AI models are all rapidly expanding so fast. So you might find me use one today, and the next day you might find me use something else. It all got to do with the machine's capabilities, what it can and can't do. So right now, I am really enjoying a tool called Perplexity.ai. So I'll be sharing my screen and give you a little rundown about how easy this actually is. So if you look at Perplexity here, this is Perplexity. And the good news is, even that little speech I just gave you, Perplexity wrote that. That's how easy it is. Now, if you go to perplexity.ai right on top and you just sign in with a Google account or just sign up, what you're going to have is a page that looks like this, Perplexity. Now, I have the pro version. You don't need a pro version. Nice thing about Perplexity, you can do a lot of pro stuff without buying the pro version, unlike other models. But like I say, it depends on when you buy it. You've got to find other models catching up. What I do like about Perplexity, and this is why I chose it for today, is it gives you the model. So I can choose. I want to use Sona. I want to use Claude. I want to use ChatGPT. I want to use Gemini. I want to use Grok. I want to use O3 or Claude Sonnet. Wow, all these big names. Doesn't matter. Let's just use ChatGPT for today. But it incorporates a whole stack. Now you're going to have an open screen in front of you. Here is a little search button where you can search anything, fast answers to everyday questions. So you just type and you press a button. Or if you press a voice mode, you press it, talk to it, no more typing, and now you press it again and it gives you the answer. Or you can dictate. So let's dictate while we're talking and say, hey, Perplexity, we are dictating because we're going to send you a message. Let's see what it does. There you go, just like that. And I can send it. So you don't even have to type anymore. Is this becoming easy? And then we got think models. See the little think button here? And this turns your ideas into, this is what we call labs. This can turn an entire idea into a project. This is where a lot of the other models are also falling short, but they're all catching up again. And they do better in other things, and in Perplexity fall short. So don't this one yet. This might just be good for today, but tomorrow you never know. This is where we chose the models that we spoke of easier. This is how we search the internet. This is how we attach files, and we can attach up to 4 files. So you can add spreadsheets, photos, and we've already done the 2 dictation or voice. Yeah, you talk, it talks back to you. It doesn't write back to you. Isn't that fun? I use this in the car all the time. Now on the side here, we got a new thread. We got a home button, which gives you all the old past chats that you've had. And we got discover, and here it gives you daily news. This is the news for you, tech and science, finance. This is like some old news stuff that's in that, and that I like. It's very nice too. And lastly, what we have here is something called spaces. But we're not going to get too involved today. Remember what we're doing? Just writing an email. So there's 4 steps that I want you to think of when you speak to your machine. Imagine you have just, your new PA has just started with you. You can't just say, write me an email. You're going to have to tell them what the email's about. You're going to have to tell them a little bit about you and the company. And think of Perplexity in this case as exactly that. So what we're going to do is say, hi, Perplexity. You can or don't say it. I like to be like that. Write me a friendly email. Actually, let's give you the 4 steps. It will be better. You are a. So yeah, you want them to, you are a PA and for your company, okay? So let's do that. You are a PA for Freedom Hub. Okay, your job is, so in other words, you are a, your job is to write me an email to a client that welcomes them into our community. There we go. All right, and now we can say, how do you want this email to be written? I want this in a friendly, professional format that makes them feel welcomed. So you can even say, I want my customer to feel empowered, or I want them to feel curious. The feeling helps because it speaks in your language. And at the end, if there's anything else, you want it in bullet form, easy to read, you want emojis, anything like you would say to, you send the draft back to your secretary and say, hey, write it or rewrite it in this form. And all you do is you press enter. And let's see what it does. It says, welcome to Freedom Hub. Your journey starts here. Hi, client name. So yeah, you're just going to do this. Welcome to Freedom Hub community. We're thrilled to have you with us. Excited for all that lies ahead. At Freedom Hub, you're joining a vibrant network of entrepreneurs, creators, change makers who are passionate about growth, freedom, blah, blah. You get it. And here's the thing. You can export this document, which is great, or you might not like it, you can ask it to rewrite it, or you could even share it to somebody else. If you like it, give it likes up because it means it's doing a good job. If it didn't speak or you didn't like something, you can say, no, this wasn't helpful. You can reprompt or rewrite. And this is my favorite button. Copy it, paste it into an email, change the name to client's name to their name, and send. Easy, right? So if you think about how easy it is to use AI in your business, I want you now to go and sit down and make a list and say, what would make my business really easy? What would be a game changer? Perhaps it's writing that email. Perhaps it's like, oh, I need to do the stock take and it's written down and I need to go and type it all out. Guess what? Take a picture and it will read it and it can even format it into that document that you want. You say, here is a picture. I need this in a table format and I need you to even work this out. It even does the math for you. Can you imagine how much time you're going to be saving with this right now. So tomorrow we will be diving in to how to really get it to speak and think like you. So until then, go and do one thing that is going to totally drop your jaw today and how easy it is to use Perplexity or an LLM like ChatGPT. One more thing, you can use this on your phone. So many times it's all on my phone. I don't even have to sit at a computer. So I'm going to open it up and show you. I'm going to be using Perplexity again for this demonstration. So if I click on Perplexity there you go. It's going to open a screen. Looks as simple as that. All right. And at the bottom, I'm going to just press that little voice thing there. And I'm going to say, hey, Perplexity. See the little, hey, Perplexity. Please help me draft an email for a client that's onboarding with our company, welcoming them, and that we are so excited to have them on board. And give them a link to our app that they can use to download the course.
Sure. Could you please provide me the recipient's email address and the link to the app so I can include it in the message? Also, do you have a subject line in mind, or should I come up with one?
You can come up with one. Just leave the link spaces open. I'll add that in.
Got it. And what would you like the general tone to be? Warm and friendly, or more formal and professional?
Warm and friendly, and a little bit of professional, and why not add a little bit of humor?
Great choice. That sounds like a nice balance. Just let me know the recipient's email when you're ready, and I'll draft the email for you.
Drafted so long.
I've drafted the email with that warm, friendly, and slightly humorous tone. You can fill in the link and the recipient's email. Let me know if you'd like any changes.
Thank you. It says, welcome aboard. We're absolutely thrilled to have you with us. Our team is already buzzing with excitement like kids on a sugar rush. Exactly what I asked for. So if you think about how easy this actually is to use, you can use the same copy function, and you can even say, help me write a WhatsApp to my friend that I haven't seen in 20 and think about that. I'm thinking about this. Add it in. And sometimes you just don't know how to say the words. It puts the words in for you. And this is exciting, my friends. Your digital journey to AI has just begun, and it is a game changer. So until tomorrow, we'll see you then. Enjoy.